One organization serves as a first call for help. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is Lenore Sherman. She is Executive Director of Contact Greater Philadelphia. Thanks so much for being with us. Good to see you.
It's my pleasure indeed. Good to see you too.
You do a variety of different things with your organization, but for 40 years at this point, you've been working to reach out to the community and really serve as a lifeline. Talk to us a little bit about the hotline that you operate.
Well, our hotline actually has two elements. One is the crisis line, which is for people when they're experiencing some serious difficulty. It could be anything: loss, divorce, loss of job, financial difficulties. And they call in and we help them hopefully work through some of their emotional upset and then help them hopefully to develop a plan to deal more constructively with the issues. But in addition, we answer the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, which is a national lifeline. We answer it for the 5-county area, for people who frankly are considering ending their lives because difficulty has become so overwhelming. And using volunteers who we have very intensively trained, we do a full assessment of people who call in to see how high is the risk of their committing suicide, and within that framework we call in life-saving intervention when necessary. In the majority of cases we actually don't have to. We're able to help people begin to deal more constructively with whatever it is that's giving them difficulty.
And that's just part of what you do as an organization. You're wearing your Live United t-shirt, and in representing the United Way, you actually serve as a first call for help for United Way. You can do referrals for some of the calls that you get there as well.
We do. Lots of folks who need the help of United Way, and they help us, by the way, by supporting all of our programs and have for years. People call into United Way when they have been notified that their electricity, for example, is being shut off, or other impending difficulties, housing, anything at all. We actually answer that line for United Way. We are a referral and information service. We enable them to deal more constructively, hopefully, as we work them through the call, and then try to connect them with agencies that will help them to deal with whatever issue it is. We clearly have an enormous bevy of information, and we share that with them and set them on their way toward getting some assistance.
So really connecting people with the services that they may need.
Absolutely, in our community.
In addition to operating this helpline and the hotline, let's talk a little bit about another program, and this is a reassurance program where you reach out to seniors on a daily basis to do just that, to reassure them.
It is. The reassurance program is a wonderful little program. Social service and other agencies identify people who live alone, seniors, and who frankly are in isolated circumstance, and the concern always in those cases is that they'll become depressed as they get lonelier and lonelier. That leads to diminution of ability to manage, and sometimes into nursing home. And the hope would be that you end your life in your own surroundings, comfortably in your own home. So we, after an investigation, we go out and see them. We pair them with a volunteer who calls them every single day, 365 days a year, to check up on them, to go through some socialization stuff, and to make sure that they're well and safe. They'll make referrals for them, but if we can't get them, we have a protocol that we implement after a time limit. And we know who's got their key, and we know who the relatives are and where they are. So we start implementing the safety net. And if that doesn't work, we will send in the police, and lots of lives have been saved.
So this has actually worked in terms of an intervention?
Absolutely. All the time. Not every day, but very frequently.
But more than that, and we just have a short time left, I would think that this is just a way to have a friendly phone call on a daily basis.
And wonderful relationships form, and people know that that phone's going to ring at least once.
And we just have, as we mentioned, a short time left. You mentioned the idea of volunteers for the hotline, the helpline, and for this reassurance program.
We do everything with volunteers whom we train. We have about 200, and we are always interested in more. People can contact us on the website and find out about volunteering for us.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Lenore Sherman. She's Executive Director of Contact Greater Philadelphia. I'm Jill Horner.